right. So, hello, I am Carrie Lero, and I have a little business called Crystal Clear Intentions. So, I'm a Reiki master. I've been doing Reiki for about 20 years. I've been a Reiki master for 20 years. And with that, I also am a seventh generation healer in my family. And it actually did not get passed down from my great great grandmother. She actually told my aunt, my great aunt, that she wouldn't pass it down because she went into the devil's medicine, meaning she went to nursing school. So Reiki energy found me, the healing energy found me. And so that's and then from there it's just literally everything. It's I love color therapy, I love sound therapy. I feel, and I'm gonna tell you a little secret, I think I got pregnant doing it after a tuning fork session. So anyway, I just thank you so much for asking me to do this tonight. I appreciate that. And I do my 2 o'clock mantra. So I feel like we are all connected. And one thing I like to talk about too is affirmations. And I've done affirmations for 27 years. I didn't know much about it in high school or anything. Right out of high school, it was just like, yeah. So this is what I think I would love for you guys to think about and do for yourselves for the next, just get something for you. And how I like to do it is with your name. So this is mine. I am the courageous, audacious, ready to roll, incredibly excited, Carrie Lero.
I love it. I love it.
So if you take your name, and now I love frequency. I love my singing bowls, my tuning forks. If you could put a little energy out there for me to find my my one set of tuning forks in the green pouch, that would be great. I lost them around February 14th. Misplaced. They're here somewhere. Okay. So so this is my little chart that I've made of frequency. You guys aren't going to be able to read it. I'm going to make a new one. But one thing that with the tuning forks, with frequency, I always think, how can we get to neutral? And you ask, where is neutral? Well, neutral is at like 250 hertz. So if we can get to about 250 hertz, how often can you be to neutral? Well, let me tell you some things below neutral and then things above neutral. And then we'll try to recognize how we can stay at neutral. And so like 20 hertz, 30 hertz, 50, 70, and 100 hertz, shame, guilt, apathy, grief, fear. So other words, shame, depression, jealousy, rage, anger, doubt, desperation, panic, cravings, reluctancy, regret. So all of those words are under 100. Okay. So 125, 150, 175 to 200. 125 desire, anger, pride, and courage. So other words with those in between like 100 to 200 is irritation, frustration, compromise, despair, fear, boredom, monotony, pain. So I think it's very interesting that courage, which is one of my affirmations, that is at 200, and then neutral is at 250. It's like, so it connected with me. It's like, whenever I am kind of like stuck, I always have to have that courage to take the step, right? So 250 is neutral. Contentment. So how often are you content with your things? With, it's like, we always want more, but you know what? I have a house over my head. I have a car that runs. My children are healthy. My husband's healthy. I'm healthy. You know, I feel like we're all pretty content. But how many people out there are not content, where they constantly are wanting more, but they're in this low vibration, so they can't see how to get the more. So 310 hertz is willingness. So it goes from courage to neutral to willingness. Then there's acceptance at 350. 400 reasoning, but also like happiness, optimism. 500 love. So, you know, the singing bowl, 532 love, our heart chakra. 540 joy. 600 peace. Sorry, ladies. 700 plus enlightenment. So there's also the words of freedom, joy, love, empowerment, passion, eagerness, enthusiasm. So all of those are above 310 hertz. So why am I telling you guys all this? Why am I so in love with frequency? My word for the year this year is joy. I've been working on my heart chakra for about 4 years. And I'm telling you what, I was doing so good in January and February. And then it hit. Something hit and brought my levels down again. And so then it's like, okay, wait a minute. No, I said I'm going to be up here at joy, and people are either going to meet me up here or they're going to fall off. And I'm going to tell you, I've had mentors in my life, and in my 20s and 30s, it pissed me off. It was like, oh, you know, let those people go. Oh, you have negative family, let them go. Don't be talking to those negative people. And again, I probably was at that level, but it was like, I'm not gonna let my family go. I'm not gonna like, I love those people. Like, you don't be telling me what to do, you know? But as I'm seeing this year being my word joy, and at 540 hertz, people are dropping away from me. People don't want to stay up here. People don't want to stay at 540 with me. People are dwindling off. And so I had a friend issue in February, and then I realized, it was interesting how I realized that it was maybe my compassion with people. It was like, I told you the truth. Like, I told you the truth, but it was like, I wasn't seeing where they were at, and I could have said it more lovingly. So again, we went out to my sister's, having a great time. That was in April. May now, we've had a little bump. We've had a little bump this last weekend with my children, and some things that went on, and I'm just trying to see things in a different realm and be like, this person that hurt my child is hurting, and she doesn't have the support that I did. Because in my 20s, I was ugly. I was not a pretty person. I was doing Reiki, but I was healing myself. I was not like ready to heal anybody else. But now I'm seeing this little girl that's 12, 13, or 14, has no support in her life and is angry, and all she wants to do is fight, you know? And I remember that feeling of, and then having those dreams, and you're so tired when you wake up, you know? But I've decided that joy is where I'm at, joy is where I'm staying. And I thought I wanted to share that with you guys today. And this, one of my favorite meditations I do is my, I want to show you too. We're working, the Lemurian quartz is coming in with us today. So we have the Lemurian, and I want to tell you how I got this real quick, and then we're going to start the meditation. We have a bargain bin. Okay. And I was working at a salon. What?
Okay. No, go ahead. I'm like, damn, girl, you just seriously got that in a bargain bin?
Oh, wait.
Oh,
So
okay.
I started doing Reiki at a salon uptown, and one of the ladies from the bargain bin come over, and the hospital promotes it, and the money from the bargain bin goes to the hospital. And my friend Rhonda, I've known her for years. Her son and I graduated, or her son-in-law and I graduated, but I've known Rhonda for years. Carrie, you got to come over to the bargain bin. Okay, I got something for you. Oh, I got chills telling you guys this. I love Rhonda. She's sweet. And I'm like, oh, okay, I'll come over. I promise. 3 weeks later, you haven't been over, Carrie. She was at the salon again. I said, okay, I'll come over today. I went over and she wasn't there. I'm like, hey, Rhonda had something for me. They pull this out. I'm telling you, this was my crystal before because it was looking for me. I was dreaming about this crystal. This crystal has been in my dreams. I've held this crystal before in this hand, and I've been healing the world with this crystal before. So this is a gorgeous, gorgeous. I cleaned it up. It's even growing. It actually has like crystals like growing. I don't know how I can angle it. They're over here. Here they are, the little ones. I don't know if you can see it. There's some little baby ones, and they're growing because we're bringing healing to Paulding and to Ohio and to this everywhere, you know? And so we're working with this today. And my favorite meditation to do is my bathtub meditation. So that's where I think we're gonna. I went through a couple meditations, and I just love my cute little my girls got me this for Christmas, and I love my cute little bathtub meditation. So, and I'm probably gonna bring in some singing bowls too, especially for Mercury. We're gonna do a little throat chakra. So if you guys want to take some deep breaths. In through your mouth, in through your nose, out through your mouth. Like you to imagine yourself in this gorgeous, gorgeous rose quartz bathtub with some awesome, awesome bubbles bubbling over the bathtub, bubbling all around you. So exciting. It's just like bubbles, like when we're little. We got bubbles everywhere. They're just going everywhere. We're taking and breathing out all of today's energy, anybody else's energy. We're just bringing in all the love and light and healing into our bathtub tonight. Washing away the Mercury retrograde and the other retrogrades that are coming in. And we have this gorgeous full moon in the 5-5 portal coming in this weekend. And we're just soaking in this tub. Now I want you to picture your base chakra in front of you. The base chakra is there in front of us, and we're looking at it. And we're seeing if it's dirty. We're just going to put some bubbles around it. And we're going to massage the bubbles around our chakra. Ooh, I feel some releases coming in already. We want our chakra to be a gorgeous red. That base chakra deals with our livelihood. It deals with our family. It deals with our base, our security. Our safety. I also see a ruby jewel coming in. So if you want to picture your chakras as a ruby, you can also do that. Just kind of rinse it off, suds it up, clean it off, and put it back in its place as a clean base chakra. Now we're going to go up to our second chakra. We're going to take that into our hands. And the perfect color for that chakra is orange. If you can look at your second chakra and see how dirty or how feel like it's not as strong of a color as it could be. This is actually our joy chakra. This is where our joy comes in. This is where we can have fun, and our inner child comes in here too. I always think of the inner child with the second chakra, only because the second chakra is where we can produce children and everything, but it's also about our inner child and having fun with life and having fun with our own spouse or and our children, and if we're not having any fun and we're only going by the duty of motherhood or the duty of fatherhood, we have to balance that out, and we have to love that inner child. I always think of a basketball for the second chakra too, because it's play, go bounce the ball. So with that, clean, clear, balance, calibrate your second chakra and put it back where it goes. Now what comes in front of us in our hands is our third chakra, our sacral chakra. It's yellow. I always think of the bright yellow sun glowing at our core, drinking a glass of lemonade on the front porch and watching the sun glow on our sacral chakra. This is where our self-esteem, our self-worth, our self-confidence comes in. It's it's also can be, we want to like come up, and we're coming up from the red of our base chakra, the orange from our, now we're up to the yellow, and just bringing up the security and the safety, and bringing up the joy, and bringing in joy and happiness into our core, even contentment, belief and hopefulness that we can have in our lives. Go ahead and rinse that chakra off. See it calibrated to its correct spin. Put it back where it goes gently. And we're coming up to our heart chakra. What I love about the heart chakra is it's two colors. We get two colors with our heart chakra tonight. I love to think of the pink, the unconditional love. And then I like to think of the healing with the green. So I always think about watermelon with that gorgeous sweetness of the unconditional love and the pink part of the watermelon. And then the green that surrounds the love and the healing that can come through, and you can have stripes of the green and pink. You can have stripes of the green and white. and the pink showing through of an unconditional love. Now, connecting again those lower chakras up with our heart chakra. We're connecting it through our heart. I want to talk about the back of our heart right now. Sometimes we put things on our back. We put hurts and disappointments on our back of our heart, and we want to forget about them, but they're always there. They're always there. The hurt and the disappointment, the anger, it's always there. Like it's we've put it behind us and we thought we forgave, but it's always there. It's always something reminds us something's coming through. Ooh, feeling the release there. With that, I'm going to hit the heart chakra singing bowl. I want you to breathe in that frequency. Release those hurts, those disappointments, those angers. You have the key to release those emotions. Now we're going to go up to our throat chakra. We're going to put that heart chakra back into its place. We're going to take the heart or the throat chakra. For some reason, I always see the throat chakra as a gorgeous, gorgeous sapphire. You can start sudsing this gorgeous sapphire chakra. And with it being in Mercury retrograde, we've had miscommunications come through. We've had other things come through in the last couple weeks. But I feel like everything is going really well, because we're communicating in love. The throat is right above the heart, and all we have to do is connect all of our chakras together and connect that heart right up to our throat. And if we are consciously saying things in love and in that frequency of love, things are going well, even through this Mercury retrograde. We're going to calibrate that chakra, rinse it off, and put it back where it goes. Good job. Now we're going to go up to the third eye. Now this third eye, I always think of it as a gorgeous eye in the middle of our foreheads, and it blinks and has this gorgeous eyelash with gorgeous mascara on it. But maybe it's amethyst mascara. We look at that eye, and sometimes we have to rinse it off with some spiritual Visine, right? And that's what I want you to do. Is I want you to drip some of that bubble bath right into that eye and blink it away and clear it out. Rinse it off. Open it. Blink that third eye. 1, 2, 3. Bringing in that amethyst color And it's also seeing things a little differently lately. It's seeing things with love and compassion. Your third eye, your intuition, your gut feeling, it's coming in stronger, and it's dropping down into your heart, and then it's coming back up, and it's just opening up with all of these planets in the universe and this new energy coming in that we've talked about. So rinse that third eye, blink it up, blink it open. It's time to be open. It's time to wake. It's ready. It's ready to see. It's clean, clear, and calibrated to its correct speed. And now we're going to the crown chakra. The crown chakra is gorgeous, crystal clear white light. You can see that Lemurian quartz right there, dangling above it. Doing a few releases right now. Again, just taking the bubbles from our bubble bath, rinsing off the top of our head, our chakra, our crystal clear chakra at the top of our heads, rinsing that off. At this time, we can say, I invoke the light of Christ within me. I invoke the light of Christ within me. I invoke the light of Christ within me. I'm a clear and perfect channel. I'm a clear and perfect channel. I'm a clear and perfect channel. And let the light be my guide. Let the light be my guide. Let the light be my guide. Then that we're rinsing off that chakra. And we're sitting in that bath, and we're going to stand up from our bath. We're going to wash all of that white light. And as you're standing there, everything's being rinsed off. And I'm going to bring the light through all of the chakras and connecting them. And we are going to connect it, and we're going to be grounded with this base chakra singing bowl. I want you to take a deep breath through your nose, out through your mouth. I'd like you to rub your hands, wiggle your toes. Bring yourself back into the space. You can put your hands over your eyes if you'd like and wake up a little bit. I'm gonna shower. I hope everyone's doing great. How are you doing?
That was amazing. Very powerful.
That was good. Thank you.